Hello YouTube, out for an evening ride on the Harley with my son Sam on the back. Second test of the new Ghost 4K camera. First test wasn't very successful. The quality in 4K was shocking. I mean, it was a crisp enough image, but the vibrations and the jumpiness was horrible. So I'm not sure if I can use that footage. I used that yesterday when I was out on the GSXR attempting to potentially sell that or part exit towards a off-road bike for Sam. I will still try and upload it, but yeah. So today I'm still using the 4K Ghost, but I've downgraded it to 1080p and switched stabilization on. Because I've dropped it to 1080p, stabilization should be more effective because it's got more image sensor to play with, but we'll see. If that doesn't work, then it is quite likely that the camera will go back as a piece of junk and I will get another Ghost S, which is only 1080p, but I like the quality of it. So we will see. Time will tell. But yeah, we're on a quick trip over to Pillion, maybe get an ice cream or fish and chips. It's been a lovely day, been out flying the drone a little bit, produced some more panoramas and some 360-degree photos, and a short flight in terms of video. So I've still got a backlog of videos, drone footage to edit, vlogs to edit, channels up to 368 subscribers, 32 away from the 400 subscriber giveaway. It's been a beautiful day over here, but windy again. It's always windy over here. Tomorrow apparently the wind's dying down, but when the wind dies down it's going to get misty. Great. The other thing I've noticed while giving Sam a pillion on the bike, because I've got one of those rack things that I can clip a pillion seat onto, so the pillion seat is 100% detachable, so most of the time I'm riding around without it and no pillion. But whilst Sam is actually on the back, the bike sounds totally and utterly different, and not in a good way different. I guess I'm just not getting the sound waves because his leg's blocking the exhaust, so it's strange. There was a couple times riding around yesterday that I actually was beginning to think the bike wasn't running right, but I've now decided I think it is to do with the pillion. I've just managed to cut my nose. I worked out why this shoey lid was so uncomfortable. Basically, I had the Senna. I've got the Senna intercom, and I had the speakers in. There is special little areas for the speakers to be put in, but they were hurting my ears like hell. So I've took them out and all the intercom connection, but I had my drift mic cable tied to the Senna boom, So because I've removed that, I've had to reroute the cable for the drift, which I've done, and I've actually cable tied the microphone to just in front of my mouth into the chin guard, and there's a bit of a rough cable tie still there, and yeah, I caught my nose yesterday and it bled profusely, but that was just one tiny spot. Now this evening I've put my lid back on and forgot about it again, and I've actually dragged a scratch down the full length of my nose, and Jesus, did it bleed. Well, what is it about the nose that makes it bleed so bad? I could cut my finger and it wouldn't bleed. So anyway, now I'm sporting a Adam the Ant style plaster on my nose. I may not show you that. So I need to do a little bit more work on covering up that cable tie, or finding a better way of rerouting the microphone. I don't know. Because no doubt I will continue to forget about putting... If I remember and I put on the lid really carefully, it's absolutely fine. But it's just forgetting, and then you suddenly get a sudden shock. But hey ho. So yeah, I'm just going to bimble along now. I probably won't talk much. I'll speed bits up, I'll edit bits out, I'll leave the interesting stuff in if there is any. But otherwise, I just want to say thanks to everyone. You know, I'm only a tiny little channel, but I've got my followers, and you won't find anyone appreciate it more than I do. So yeah, you're all awesome, and can't wait to get those extra 32 subscribers to do another draw. So thank you all. Oh yeah, and the other thing I noticed about the new Ghost 4K is the battery life's pretty shockingly bad, whereas with the Ghost S I think I've got 4 batteries, because I've had different Ghosts over the time, and generally speaking I either bought extra batteries or I've got extra batteries with the cameras as I bought them. The Stealth does use a different well, that's got a built-in battery, but even that one, the battery's really good on it. But yeah, the battery on the 4K, it might improve, I guess, now I'm filming in 1080p, don't know, we'll see. But yeah, battery's bad, and you can get add-on batteries, but they clip on the side, and I can't remember what spec the battery comes with built in. There is a built-in battery, but then it's got this clip system where you can replace the extra 500 milliamp battery on the side with a touchscreen, or you can also get an 800 milliamp battery. But 800 milliamps, even as the biggest battery, ain't that big. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem, that, because I might end up having to have multiple batteries, millions of the things, and then you've got to carry them around with you. So we'll see what happens with the 4K. I quite like, I've got the little Session 5 on my handlebars. I quite like that, it's quite a cute little camera. And that's 4K. Image quality is good. Battery life's pretty bad. Fills up memory cards fast. But yeah. So tell. Is your crash helmet more comfy?
Yeah.
Good. Mine is as well. Apart from my sore nose. Yeah. No one nods over here. Still, I will continue to do so because it's what bikers are supposed to do. And I'm not going to be the one that doesn't nod. You can always guarantee over here when there's a traffic jam, there's one cause. Cyclists. I saw a good comment on Facebook the other day. If we're legally obliged to give a cyclist 1.5 meters space when passing them, why are they allowed to go up the inside of you at a queue of traffic? I think that's a fair enough question. I mean, this twat will in a minute, I've no doubt about it. You just zoom up the inside, and then you've got to pass. There you go. Then you've got to pass them all over again. And he'll swing out because of this truck. Yep, swings out in front of a car in front. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he jumped the traffic lights. Oh no, he's going to wait. And there's a rarity. I guess that wouldn't happen in London, would it? $38,000 for a mobile home. What planet are they living on? 38,000? Jesus Christ. self-cancelling indicators on this bike are absolutely faultless. They just do not fail. Good God, I think they've resurfaced this road. Wow. Peel Harbour and Peel Castle ahead. Plenty of motorcycles out. Fish and chips. Hopefully the ice cream shop's open, but I somehow doubt it, because it's one of those strange places, the Isle of Man, that everywhere shuts up. Oh, they've got ice cream. It might be open, might be open, might be open, might be open. Nah, shut. Shut. Right, I am going to do a U-turn with a Pillion. And look at that, I can do it without putting my feet down and without actually going over the junction. Well, I've managed to get my crash helmet on without further damaging my nose. And now we're heading home.
Oh dear. Let's have a quick look at it.
Where the speaker is. There's 2 shells.
Oh yes.
I would cover that.
He needs to take that off, and he needs to cable tie it from the other side. So the other bit's at the front. Let me go and swap that.
If we had tape, we could get some like tape and pull it off.
You want plasters? In one of those? I think it's the top one. Yeah, there. You just scratched it. I wonder if I can.
It's going to have to go long ways.
Yeah.
That's width ways.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do it long ways because it's going to go under your nose like that.